What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another comic video. We have a CGC unboxing to do. These are all gonna be from the modern tier, so 1975 and up, but really from modern, you know, like from the 80s, 90s, mostly 90s and up. There are 15 books in here, and let's just jump right to it. All right, so here it is. Opened it. We're gonna, you know, kind of breeze through these, I guess. I'm actually pretty excited for this one because, you know, we do get the grades beforehand when they notify that they're shipping it. So I actually did much better than I have been in the past couple submissions. But then again, this has been, I've been getting better at, I guess, assessing the grade and then submitting it, and then, you know, just making sure that everything on my end is good to go, that it comes in basically, you know, how I expect. So we'll start from the bottom up. And I guess I can also talk about, like, you know, kind of what I thought. But the first one, this is the only one that's below a 9.2. So out of 15, 14 of them are 9.2s and up. And just to let you know, there are 4 9.8s, 4 9.6s, 5 9.4s, and 1 9.2. So not bad. But this one is Thor number 337. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill, of course. We're all just waiting for him to show up in the Thor movie at some point. But there's white pages. Came back 9.5. Sorry, 8.5. I thought this one was for sure at least a 9.4. On there, I think it said something about having a scrunch on one of the corners. But man, I think this is one of those, you know, upon initial inspection, when you look at it, everything looks great. But I guess when you're looking at it closer, I guess there's something wrong. However, you know, I don't want to assume anything, but when I submitted it, everything was on, you know, basically on point. And who knows what happens if, you know, in the mail, or how they handle it when they open it, whatnot. So, you know, I really thought this would be a 9.4 at least, but what can you do? All right, so the next one, obviously now these are going to be all near mints and up. So let's go with Thunderbolts. So this is a 9.2, obviously already spoiled it there. This is the first appearance of the team. I'm sorry, not the first appearance team. It's the first issue of the team's ongoing series. And the cool thing here, it's a newsstand. So from 1997, newsstands were much harder to get. So I was able to get this. White pages. I don't know what they're gonna do because, you know, Thunderbolt Ross has passed away in real life. You know, William Hurt. So I don't know if they're gonna recast him or they're gonna pivot, or, you know, see if they're gonna still do the Thunderbolts team. But this has been a spec that's been kind of like what on everyone's minds. You know, as far back as like a couple years, ever since they've kind of hinted that they're gonna go the Thunderbolts route maybe. But yeah, 9.2, not bad for a newsstand. You know, I was hoping for a 9.4 on that one, but, you know, I'll take it. Okay. Next one, these are going to be 9.4s. This one is Amazing Fantasy number 15, First Prince Amadeus Cho. This one has been spiking like crazy as of late. It's like now the 9.8. You know, the one that I have right here. it's like over $2,000 at this point, even though we have like no real confirmation or any kind of hint that he's coming. But I think it's just the anticipation of him, and it's like it's inevitable that there will be another Hulk. And, you know, he does fit that mold of the diversity because he's going to be, you know, Cho is Asian. So if and when we do get him, this was the book right here. First appearance, 9.4 white pages. This is still quite up there. Just looking at real quick on this, it's still almost a $400 book, just from 9.4, you know. So this is something to look to look for to go up even more in the long run. Although I don't know how much more it can go up for like a modern book like that, because you know, it's already quite high. I don't know how much more it can go past in terms of the 9.8. However, that is also kind of like a lower print run book, so maybe that might push it even further north. Okay, this next one, first appearance of Cersei, Eternals number 3, 9.4. My last couple ones have been like 7.5, 7.0. I don't know. It's hard, obviously, from these 1976 era to get like high grade, but this came 9.4. Pretty happy. White pages too. And if they do anything with the Eternals, which I think they're gonna, obviously, I think they're still gonna be around. They're probably gonna do some stories. They might not do another movie, but the characters are still gonna be around because, you know, they just introduced Star Fox, and obviously at the end of the Eternals movie, there's, you know, kind of like an open-ended ending, so to speak. But we know that Cersei will be around. Of course, she could be an Avenger. She could be in the movie, and she's a cosmic character. You know, that book kind of was going like this, and it's kind of on the downtrend right now. But maybe at some point, if they do announce some more projects, that could go up a little bit. But I think that might be, you know, it kind of, whatever the peak was already, that I don't think it'd go higher than that when it was at its peak. This next one is the first appearance of She-Hulk, Savage She-Hulk number 1. You can see 9.4 white pages. I love it. From 1980. I have a 9.8 on this that's being auctioned off right now at Comic Link, but I think there's a lot of hype around this show because there's a lot of characters that are, you know, slated to appear there. Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross, Abomination, Matt Murdock, and of course her, Titania. Who knows who else? So, and there are a lot of these on the census. You know, a lot of high graded stuff, but the value of these have been maintaining all the way up until now. 9.8's over $1,000 right now. And this one, just to see my notes here, it's about $400. Not bad. Of course, near mint, always going to be up there, right? Of course, we all want that near mint to mint. Okay, what can you do? Okay, this next one is also going to be another 9.4. Is the big one, Darth Maul number 2. First appearance of Cad Bane. Anybody watches the Disney Plus Boba Fett show, Cad Bane appeared in there in live action. This spiked up hard, like super quick overnight. I think the 9.8 was like at $700 at some point, and I know you could have got it for like $300 or $400 before the show, and it was just a lot of spec behind it. Like people were just kind of guessing and figuring out that he'll show up because they have a history together and all this, and you know, all signs point to him showing up, and he showed up, and it spiked. And then they, you know, spoiler alert, he didn't make it out of the show. So who knows what they're gonna do with that character, if they're gonna show, you know, in the past. Maybe he might show up in Obi-Wan, or maybe another show that's set in the past. Who knows? But it's a very popular character, so you know, one of the most popular. I know he's my favorite bounty hunter from the Star Wars universe. So we'll see what they do there. But that has also gone down a little bit since then. You know, it's just kind of like this, and it kind of went down. It's still above what it was before he appeared, but it definitely has gone down since then. And then the last one of these is Wolverine number 10, off-white to white pages, 1989. This is the first time in continuity, not on release, but in continuity, that Sabretooth and Wolverine fought. So this is before they became, you know, Sabretooth and Wolverine, like on the Brotherhood and X-Men. This is them just like regular, you know, family affair here, right? I don't know if they're gonna, you know, if this is gonna go anywhere, but I think this is still a significant Wolverine Sabretooth key If they, you know, in the MCU, if we see Sabretooth and Wolverine, that this will definitely be up there. And same with any other Sabretooth versus Wolverine early issues from the 80s. So also the cover is really nice. They actually already did this story in X-Men Origins. So 9.4. And no, I got that one from a back issue from a store, comic store in Vegas, and I was like, oh, let's just get it because I really like the cover, I like the story, and it came back pretty good. All right, so these next batches are going to be 9.6s. This one, man, I thought this one was an 8 for sure, but spawn number 1. You know, there's there's a ton of spawns out there, a ton of 9.8s, because there's just a lot of them out there. Obviously, White Pages, 1992. There's millions of copies of this. Man, I don't know. You know, I really would like to know what was the deciding factor on this, because this looks impeccable to me, except for maybe this little thing here. But I've seen that little bindery tears on a lot of books from the 90s, and it doesn't ding it at all. But it did on this one, I guess, because at least from what I see in the notes, I think it was just that. Still not bad. Okay, and then this next one. This is another one. I think this might be I think it's my second one of this. Both times I thought it was 9.8, and both times it came back 9.6. First Riri. Invincible Iron Man number 9 from 2016. White Pages, obviously. This is going to be another one that has been going up steadily, you know, just maintaining. And then the second we see Riri in Wakanda Forever, this will spike again. And then when we see her in her own show, it's going to spike again, or trailer for her own show. So I think that's 9.4, 9.6, 9.8 of those. I think all those are going to be good to just keep in the long term, because she's going to be around for a while. So that's why I've been kind of like stacking those, and I think I have one more being graded, and hopefully that comes in 8. But in knowing my luck, it won't. All right, and this is another one. I think this is my second one. That's a 9.6, similar vein. Inhumans number 5, first appearance of Yelena Belova. 1999, White Pages, of course. And man, it's the same. I think this is the same situation with the Spawn. It's just a little corner here. They have the same kind of look with the bindery tear. Maybe it's just a little bit more than they like, but everything else about this is perfect. But 9.6, you know, 9.6 on these. On these should still be okay, because they're unlike Inhumans, Invincible Iron Man, you know, Amazing Fantasy 15. All those should be okay in the 9.6, because the value is so high. You know, I want to say that's like $600, $700 in a 9.8, and then the Invincible Iron Man's like the same. So, you know, you knock off maybe almost half, you're still looking at $300-400. Still pretty good, and they have still room to go up. All right, and then the last one in this batch, this is another one I thought for sure was going to be an 8. And I've been stacking these a lot, so I have a lot of these coming in. Because at some point we're going to see this guy, because this is my Ghost Rider. It's Danny Ketch, not Johnny Blaze, not Robbie Reyes, not Angela, whatever. It's Danny Ketch. 1990. Ghost Rider Volume 2, Number 1, 9.6, White Pages. It's also the first appearance of Deathwatch. This is another one that I think, you know, it has this one little bindery tear here, that kind of extra paper on there, and I don't know if that did anything, but everything about this looks great to me. But what are you gonna do? 9.6 still. You know, there's really not much. It's just Ghost Rider is really popular, but if they actually do a Ghost Rider, I hope it's not Johnny Blaze, and I hope it's Danny Ketch. Then, you know, all of my Ghost Rider books are gonna they're gonna go up, because I think I have 5 or 6 of these number 1s that are really high grade. They're like all 9.8 candidates. that's being submitted. So, all right, all these, the next batch here are all going to be 9.8s. Let's start with this one here. And obviously, we have the show coming out, I think in June. It's Miss Marvel #1, the Kamala Khan. This is her first. This is where she becomes Miss Marvel. It's not just like Kamala Khan, but it's also her first issue of her own book. So obviously, white pages, 2014. This should see quite a bit of spike, obviously, when it comes out. I think, let me just on my notes here. Yeah, 9.8 of this is about $350 going up. So this is going to be something that's going to be climbing even more. I wouldn't be surprised if it reaches 500 when we see the show. Hopefully it's well received and goes up even more. She'll be around for a while, so that's a good thing. Okay, and then the next one here is the first appearance of the Kang Council. Avengers 267 from 1986. White pages, beautiful. These are. This is something that the Kang stuff has been kind of cooling down as of late, but not too much because he's going to be around, like not only in season 2 of the Loki show, but he's just going to be in Quantumania, and he might just be around throughout the Marvel Phase 4 because it's multiverse, right? The whole theme of Phase 4 is multiverse. Well, guess who is the guy who like fought in the multiverse war? Kang. So there, we might see the Kang Council there, or at least just a bunch of Kangs in one room. So this one, this spiked up really hard when they kind of revealed that Kang and the multiverse was like going to be a thing on the show, and it spiked up a lot. And right now, yeah, it kind of went down. It's now sub $300, but you know, it's gonna still maintain. And then the last two is Daredevil number 10 here. This is the second appearance of Echo, the first cover of Echo, and it's also her origin. So this is a significant one just because she's on the cover here, which is usually more, it's very significant when it comes to like key issues too, is to actually see them on the cover. Obviously 9.8 white pages from 2000. I think she's going to be the kind of like the cornerstone for all the Netflix characters coming back with her show, because they already said that I think it's already confirmed Kingpin, Daredevil, and her, they're all going to be there. And then that also leaves the door open for the rest of the Netflix characters. So that show and that character should kind of bridge that gap and bring everybody over. And so, you know, that's going to be significant too. And of course, following that, we have, this is my third one now, which is good because I can't miss on this, which is good. Daredevil number 9, first appearance of Echo, or first appearance of Maya Lopez, white pages from 1999. You've seen my unboxings, and this is the third one already. So this is, I'm excited for that because I have some high hopes for that show because I really liked the Netflix shows, mostly Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and not Iron Fist. But this has been kind of going, you know, because like Echo's been out of sight, out of mind, but it's still in the back of your mind. So you still want to keep an eye out on this. And right now, I think it's sitting at about just $560, $570 around there. So you know, at the peak, I think it was like $700, $750. So it went down a little bit, but it's still above what it was before it came out. So that's going to be something to keep in mind going forward. And so that's 15 books there. My cost on this, and this is again the cost of the book, the cost of the pressing, cost of shipping, cost of grading, taxes, whatever fees that I all had to incur. Cost me $2,958.43, and the fair market value, the FMV for all those right now, is $3,964 for a potential profit of $1,005.57. Not bad, considering that that first appearance of Beta Ray Bill was an 8.5. Oof, that one. The other ones were kind of like I was thinking 9.4, 9.6, or 9.6, 9.8, but the Beta Ray Bill one for sure I thought was going to be a 9.4 or better. So that was kind of a bummer. But all right, well, that's what I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have another unboxing coming. Finally, CGC looks like they're kind of maybe catching up, because I have like another one coming, and then there's like another one in the quality grading control, or quality control portion of the grading. And of course, WonderCon is coming up this weekend, so I'll be submitting like almost 100 books to them, because they're just there, so I'm just going to submit it there. So be on the lookout for that. I have a lot more coming, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about some of these books, what the future is for some of these, and let's something like Thunderbolts or like Eternals, if those things can go up even more. So all right, thanks for watching. See ya.